gotta get a tape machine. You gotta get a tape machine. You can't record any other way. It's the best way to learn. She purring like a kitten. As a thank you for guys listening to me fucking complain over and over about you people. Word up, it's your boy again, ready to anger the tape head world once again with another video. I say that half jokingly. Today's just gonna be kind of a short follow-up video, kind of piggybacking off of the last video I did talking about why you shouldn't record on tape versus why you should record on tape. As always, when I do these types of videos, and all my videos where I'm just speaking off the cuff like an absolute idiot, I usually don't get my point across that well, and I kind of have to explain more in the comments, so I figured maybe I could clear some things up in this video. Also, the reason I'm actually doing this video is I'm doing a mixdown for a song, and of course, just like everything, I need to do some repair on one of the faders here for the group outs. It's actually not pertinent to my mixdown, but it just annoyed me that it's not working and I have to solder. It's actually a really easy fix. I've done similar repairs on these faders. I'll show you in a second when I bring the camera closer. But really, shit, I didn't bring a power cord. Hold on. The reason this repair is making me think of doing a video is for two reasons. One, I'm realizing I could do these short videos and put out videos pretty quickly and anger a lot of people, you know, in a pretty short time span versus those more high production videos. And two, this is so relevant to the topic that I was talking about on the other day, talking about why someone necessarily shouldn't record on tape. And specifically the reason I was mentioning was if your sole purpose of recording on tape is for the sound. Now, I still stand by my opinion that the sound of tape is so far down on the list of priorities when you should be recording and going for a specific sound, and I'm not even going to open up that can of worms. All I'm saying is I stand by that opinion. And another part of the reason, let's just take a realistic scenario, something that I get asked a lot. People email me a lot through my YouTube channel about music recording stuff, right? And let's just take a hypothetical situation of a younger person, younger kid, asking me, hey, what gear do you recommend to record music? I'm just getting started out and I want to start recording music. Now, obviously, my temptation is to immediately be like, you gotta get a tape machine, you gotta get a tape machine, you can't record any other way, it's the best way to learn, etc., right? But, do you honestly think that is a fair advice to give someone who doesn't necessarily know how to work on analog equipment to fix it, which is why I'm thinking of this video today. Doing minor repairs like this, doesn't have the capital to do so. It's not good advice unless someone is specifically interested in it. And, you know, when I started recording and I had my idea for my album, Distorted Proportions, but for real, like when I started that album and I knew, like, okay, I gotta work my way towards an album, I gotta do all these steps, I knew, I was like, I needed to record it on tape. That was a must for me, right? That's a different story than someone who's could care less, right? Telling them, no, you need to record on tape for the sound. It's just honestly bullshit. It is bullshit. Now, am I saying that there's no sound of tape? That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that. There's a sound difference, but it's so low on the totem pole, or high on the totem pole, whatever's less important on the totem pole, that's what tape sound is versus digital sound. I just think it could get so snobby and just saying, like, you know, it sounds better. Like, I don't know. It's like, I try not to be like that, because sometimes I could be like that, right? I really love recording on tape, and it's my temptation to tell people, oh, you gotta record on tape, it's the best way, but like I said, that's not realistic to tell someone, especially someone young who needs some advice and needs some direction on where to go. To tell them something like that and steer them down a road where there's just pain and misery, just not good, okay? With all my tape machines and my analog gear, the amount of stress I've dealt with, when I first started recording, I got my TAC 80-8, and, you know, recorded a few songs, etc., and all of a sudden I was having issues with the machine, and it immediately just stopped my experimentation in recording, right? And it weighed on me so heavily. It was something I was so passionate about. But that's just what's gonna happen with vintage tape machines. In case you didn't know, there's no new tape machines on the market, unless you're like considering like Mara machines refurbished, right? but no one's got $10,000 laying around for their first recording machine. I know I'm like getting excited here, but it just kind of annoys me that people could be like that. So, like I said, it's caused me a lot of stress. I would never willingly tell someone, you need to also go through that stress having to deal with working on analog equipment and learning how to repair them, right? I'm not saying this stuff is impossible or difficult. It just takes time, it takes effort, and if someone's not willing, if they're just looking to record music, they're not necessarily looking to record music on an analog format, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Hopefully, you guys understand what I'm saying. As I kind of say a lot, I enjoy when people disagree, so I'm not complaining. I enjoy the conversation because I don't often get to talk to people about recording music, you know? It's just really through the YouTube comments. Trying to think, this is going to be difficult to get out. I actually think it's going to be easier to do this repair just in place, so I'm just going to move the camera and show you what the hell I'm doing. Okay. You see how this connector is loose? I'm just going to put some solder on that so it's not loose. That's really it. It's a really easy repair. I'm glad, hold on, let's focus. I'm glad it's actually this easy of a repair. I actually just bought, I'm gonna have to change. I actually just bought a twin machine of this for parts, and I replaced a couple things, so this thing has been running better than it's ever ran. She purring like a kitten. She sound good, brother. Alright. We're ready to rock and roll, baby. Easy fix. Your brother's not gonna complain. Alright. You know, I think as a thank you for guys listening to me fucking complain over and over about you people, I think the song I'm doing a mix down for, I think I'm gonna include it at the end of this video. And this song's supposed to be on an album that me and my boy Alex are releasing for Pomelos pretty soon. The title of the album is The Pomelos Refuse to Grow Up. So hopefully that gives you some idea. Hopefully Alex is okay with me posting this. But Alex, you know what? You're probably watching this video. Hey Alex, this is the mixdown coming down right now. Hope you enjoy. Peace, brothers.
Herb, are you okay in there?
I don't feel so good.
Why? What's wrong?
I think it's what I ate.
What did you eat?
5 links of kielbasa.
Oh my God, you didn't!
Hanging on for dear life on the porcelain bowl. Upset stomach diarrhea. I got no control.
Why don't you try some Pepto?